Hi, Leo. I love you, honey. So this is going to be new to personals. We're going to do a 10 question reading by what's been coming through the personals. And I just made up 10 questions of my own to that what people's been coming in for personals for Leo. And anyway, you can make 10 of your own when you come in for a personal if you want this one. So I'm going to make you an example here. And two zodiac signs. I'm not a third party reader. If there's a third party, they will eventually come out. I'll show you. So this is going to be for Leo and your external energy, okay? 10 question reading. Indeed. Holy angels, Holy spirits, to the divine above, angels and ancestor guides, what can Leo know? Let's get the overall energy of the external energy of Leo. Overall energy, please. Well, it's the Queen of Cups. There's a Cancer energy. King of Pentacles. Taurus. The woman that a masculine maybe followed through with. Two of Wands, a different path of interest, of abundance. There's a Cancer woman that's looking to get rich. Or a Cancer energy that wants the masculine to follow through. What's that got to do with Leo? Well, what that has to do with Leo is the Emperor is heartbroken. It's like he's peeking out of there and saying, save me, save me. Ace of Pentacle, a contract of abundance. He would trade in that 10 pentacles for 1 pentacle any day, causing the confusion of the 2 cups, a confusion of a soulmate connection, a change and a turning point of the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. That's a lower vibration. Releasing for quite some time to be enlightened that she is nothing but drama. The Queen of Cups is nothing but drama, and he's the only one that can see it. So I wasn't going to pull for the feminine, but yeah, we are. Didn't want to separate them this way, just wanted to get an external energy, but I mean, you got the Emperor, which is all 4 kings, and the High Priest, and then you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That's 2 court cards. So the Emperor is here with the 3 of Swords. He's heartbroken. Where's the Divine Feminine here for the external? 8 Pentacles, focused. Mastery. 7 Pentacles. She's focused on her investments. This is the feminine that could be single over 10 years, or she's been focusing on 7 Swords, the deception, the deceit of the sun. She's mastered, anything that's going to interfere with her being able to be open, nothing to hide. This is a feminine that takes her spiritual realm serious. So that's the overall energy. We're going to see where all this comes out. And then we're going to clarify that overall energy at the top at the end, okay? So let's start asking our 10 questions. For each question, we're going to use a different bundle, okay? Let's see. First question for Leo in this external energy. What is their true intentions? You have the Emperor. 4 of Wands. Masculine being comfortable, finding their twin flame. Oh, got a karmic twin. There's the Queen of Swords and then King of Pentacles. So the Queen of Cups is not really a Queen of Cups. She is wearing a mask. Well, what's that got to do with Leo? What's their intentions got to do with Leo? That King of Pentacle. Taurus energy. 4 of Pentacle. What they committed to was held them back for about 4 years. Well, what's their true intentions with Leo? 3 Cups. Strength card. So with the way I'm going to read this, I mean, you got 4 wands, 4 pentacles. That's building a foundation with a rock solid foundation. And then holding on when you come together with Leo. They will never leave you again. They will never let you go again. If they ever get you into their proximity again, they will not ever let you go. They celebrate who you are. They appreciate who you are. So their true intentions is to come together with you comfortably. You got the 4 of Wands. That's a couple without children. Celebrating. Leo energy. You have Leo, Taurus, and you have all 4 masculines there. Second question. Are they seeing anyone else? Are they seeing anyone else? Leo's external person. Are they seeing anyone else? Two Pentacles. And the Devil. They actually could struggle with addictions. Or it's a struggle of juggling, going back and forth with temptation. Strings attached somewhere. 4 of Swords. Page of Wands. When they spark the interest, there's something that they wasn't going within about, but they are now. The 4 of Swords is looking for the truth. The truth has been hidden this whole time. This is the level of strength. Leo energy. They want to walk equal with you here. They struggle with a couple of things, which, you know, most people that are in divine partnerships do. You just don't get this stuff handed to you. You have to actually spiritually work for it. And it starts here on earth, which is heard up in the heavens, you know. And the 6 Pentacles, they want to walk beside you. They don't want to walk in front of you. They don't want to walk behind you. They want to walk beside you. You got the 6 Pentacles and the Strength card. You got the Strength card in 2 bundles right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it. So let's see. They want to walk beside you, not in front of you or behind you, okay? Man. But something says, go ahead and clarify the Devil there. Because the Devil is addictions, you know. It's an attachment that you didn't see coming. Or it's an attachment that is just hard to get off your back. Because the 4 of Swords, that's what would be blocking this person from sparking the interest to level with Leo. Struggling with the Devil. Whatever it's addictions, bondage. Let's see what this attachment is for your person. Oh, the Queen of Wands. Obsessed with the feminine. It's time. She's the one. 9 Pentacles. I don't know how else to tell you this. And you got this Queen of Cups up there saying, no, you committed to me. That's what she's saying. Let's see. Remember, 9 times out of 10, you're not fighting the person. You're fighting the attachment. So make sure they rid the attachment so you're not fighting the person. Indeed. Next question. Does this person think of Leo when they first get up in the morning? What is their first thought when it comes to Leo, this person? Well, they have the Death card in reverse. They haven't changed. There is no transition. We're going to do this one from the bottom. They haven't changed. There is no transition. 3 Swords. They're still heartbroken. This is a masculine that's still heartbroken. Well, what do they need to put in their thought to change it? New energy, a brand new perspective, a whole new urge of what you want to create, honey. And then you're going to master it by abundifying it. 10 Pentacles. They want you to manifest it and stick to it. What do they need to manifest for this temptation, struggling temptation? That's temptation on man that keeps coming back. The Fool and the Hermit. The only way for this person to be able to release that attachment is to go within. To find that hope, faith, balance, renewal of a situation, the Star, where they can be able to emotionally heal. They want this person to start spending some time alone. That kind of energy that when you're alone, even around 500 people, you're still alone. That's the vibration they're looking for when they think about you. I haven't changed. I need to change. What's causing this person not to transition? The Death card in reverse. Not going through that deep emotional image transformation. What's causing them is the nine wands and the High Priest. Spiritual protection. All you need is spiritual protection. And what do you need to get spiritual protection? You ask for it. They're not going to come down here with you, around you, swords and stuff, trying to fight for you in the spiritual warfare when you don't even call upon them. They're not going to help you. That's what they're thinking. So our next question, we'll go over 10 here. It's not a personal. Our next question will be, well, what do they need to do to talk to the divine above? Here comes the sun, little darling. Open up. Nothing to hide. Naked baby on a pony. Be spiritually enlightened until the end. Once you open up, the cycle will not be closed. Through karma. Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles, the initiation of a small contract in this family. Going to have to stand up for it because the divine is going to bring clarity in all the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. That this wish fulfillment, that the Three of Cups is in reverse. The masculine won't be laughing anymore. This is the Three of Cups. Masculine not coming together with what he wishes for. They know they're going, somebody here, they know they're going to get karma. To be able to end the cycle and to connect with you, they're going to get karma. I'm asking, what is the karma? Well, you have the King of Wands and the Four of Swords. That's the only thing that's blocking him. The karma's over there with the devil. And here's the Nine of Pentacles. It's his own independent dark side. King of Swords. He don't like to think about it. He don't like to be too strategic. Well, most fire signs don't. But sometimes it takes strategicy to get to the interest. Who wants a brown bag? Can't see through the brown bag, right? Right. Next question. Where is this person when it comes to loving Leo and being in love with Leo? Where are they? No, they're in the Milky Way. Let me see what else we pulled out. They're in the Milky Way of the Wheel of Fortune, that change and turning point in life. Nothing will ever be the same again. You started their wheel turning. Let's see what you did. Let's pull them. Of what they were really looking for some truth, some sort of clarity, some sort of sign through a wish fulfillment. Something that was too good to be true, Leo. They think that you are too good to be true. In the Milky Way on a change of life. Looking for some truth and some sort of clarity. To be emotionally content. Because of the Five of Swords. They don't trust themselves. The Sun. They have a circle around them that don't believe in spiritual awakening. Well, step out the circle, buddy. What do they need to do to step out the circle? There's the Two Pentacles. And 10 Swords. You need to slingshot that hoe. The 10 Swords is feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to, and betrayed. Energy vampires. Energy suckers. So where is this person at when it comes to being in love with Leo? Whoever's in the 5 swords, they just doubled their money on 10 swords. But it's up to your person what they do with those 10 swords, if the divine brings the tower or not. If they tell these people to sit the fuck down, then they won't bring the tower. If they don't, they will. So, this is where they are with you in love. Alone, independent, investment. You're the only one they want to invest into. The Lovers, the new perspective of what family really feels like. Through your strength, your courage, your power, your wisdom, your self-love, self-care, self-attainment. This reading just clarified it with Strength card again. You carry a power that no other can carry, especially when you meet your twin, they feel it. Like you plug in with no plug. Like, you know? Who is in the 5 swords? Because it's going to go back to the Devil card and the 2 Pentacles. Going back around negative people. Devil's people. Devil's crowd. Why does those 5 swords have a problem with Leo's person finding love? Because it's the Emperor. He probably has money. He probably has his head right. And once he gets his passion right, he can always rebuild. This is a masculine that will always be able to rebuild. 10 wands, weighing heavy. Yes. Once they find out the spiritual truth about the King of Wands, once he finds his passion, the Knight of Wands, he's going to analyze the path of interest that he chose here. Coming together, third-party heartbreak. He's going to call for judgment and justice, honey. He's going to put himself up in the spiritual warfare chair. He said, here I am, divine. He said, please, can I talk? Page of Cups. Said, I'm sorry. I need to clarify a spark of interest, of emotion, and move forward. Spiritual and the devil. You got the Hierophant and the devil. So this is the masculine saying he needs to move away from the devil where he can talk to the divine and transition, honey. That's what's reconsidering right now. Through friends. Friends of this person sees change in them. Your person's not saying anything, but your friends know they ain't the same. And it's what they're wondering. They're wondering why. They've never been told. Interesting. Next question. What are they hiding from Leo, if anything? The Watcher. There's the Queen of Mirrors, okay? That's Cups. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. And the 5 Wands. So this is a circle of a Cancer energy or a feminine water sign that is jealous. Let's ask why. Because of the Ace of Mirrors. You bring the passion. You bring the interest. Queen of Wands. You are the muse. You are the party. 5 of Pentacles. Alone. And the struggle. You, you vibe yourself so high that it's like you low vibe the struggle. Like if it don't deserve your attention, you don't give it any attention. And this 5 Wands, there's a conflict and dramified circle right here. And we're asking, what are they hiding? They know people don't like you. They know people are jealous of you. 8 Wands. Excuse me, 8 Cups. 9 Swords. Stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Stressing over the emotional pull because the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's turning. 10 Swords. They're realizing they have undermined their destiny over and over and over and over again. And that's what they're hiding. They've never told you about it. They are second guessing themselves about you. But it's what they're stressing over is how you walked away so easily. Well, 8 swords and the eight wands, because your conversation didn't make any sense. Maybe everything you said was a lie, person. Was it all a lie for Leo's person, the world, and the Phoenix in judgment? The divine ended the cycle itself. The divine is the one that made the final firm decision. That's why the masculine has to actually go back to divine and get his spiritual badge back. That's it. And until you go back to the divine first, the Phoenix is going to stay where they are. Next question. Why would they be hiding this? Why would they be hiding this? Well, because of the King of Swords. They are really, really thinking about it right now in strategic thought. Divine. That's Albert Einstein style. So they're strategically thinking about the plans and preparations to be able to assess the investments in divine timing and choose a different path of interest. Well, why did they think that the different path of interest would allow them to choose them? There's the Three of Pentacles. Acknowledging Page of Cups. They knew when they first met you. They want to rebuild. This is the Page of Cups, a spark of emotion, and work together on a different path of interest to assess the investments. They want to assess the plans with you. Strategic plans. They might even have them written down. Well, what kind of plans would they want to discuss with you? This is why they haven't told you. They want to see you face to face. What they want to discuss with you is the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. They want to discuss a karmic cycle. Don't do it, Leo, don't care. A change and a turning point. Well, it opened up their intuition, honey. This was an intuitive tower moment for this person. They want to tell you how much they've changed. They want to tell you how much they're not going back to the old ways here. Because of that Two of Swords being stuck, stagnant, and undecided about the Six Wands. They were blocked from successfully, publicly recognizing that the Nine Pentacles and the Five Wands. They didn't know. They thought that you brought problems to the circle, but it was the circle bringing problems to you. That's why they didn't tell you. What do they say about other people when it comes to you, Leo? When this external person talks about you, what do they say about other people? Well, what they say about you to other people, that you're the Empress they're looking for. Oh my goodness, Leo. The Page of Swords, looking for some truth, some sort of clarity, some sort of sign of the Divine Feminine. Because she is the one that brought that brand new energy to the Emperor. You cannot make this stuff up. You can't. She's the only one that justified his stance. She taught him to stand up straight, you know? I mean, what else do you want to know there? Yeah, they talk about other people about you. If this is the feminine, she talks about her masculine. If this is the masculine, he talks about his feminine. Well, what's in between these two then? That acknowledgement, the Three Pentacles and the Emperor. Six Cups. They both know it. Neither one of them's coming forward first, being stubborn. They both know that through the communication with the other woman, it's got to be communicated to the Queen of Pentacles first. And that's the dark side of this relationship here. She has to be told to step off. And it's going to piss her off. Capricorn energy, man or woman. Next question. If you connect with them, will they stay? If you connect with them, will they stay? Six of Swords. Divinely guided to leave it behind, to go find peace and contentment in a dead end. I asked why so many swords? Because of the Four of Cups. They rejected the offer at first, and that's why the judgment has been called. But they're calling their own independent judgment, and it's taking time for them to legify it. They didn't know. Now they're realizing they were supposed to leave to go find peace and contentment. Instead, they doubled their swords with the Queen of Cups. So where does Leo fit in here? 9 Cups. The wish fulfillment. Emotionally content. Look, third party. Let me see. Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. This masculine wants to come together with the feminine as friends. He at least wants to go have a drink with her in front of everyone. Just saying. That's what the cards say. Next question. Are they spiritual? You have Temperance in reverse. They're not at peace and contentment. Not an emotional peace anyway. They've put that on hold. Because of this 9 Cups. 5 Wands. A third party has dared this person to do it. The third party that's why the third party and the Knight of 9 Cups here. This is a wish fulfillment for the third party. Say, go ahead, I dare you. It's what's causing them to block off their spiritual realm. That's why judgment needs to be called here. Here is the Queen of Cups. The 4 Wands. So it could be somebody the masculine married and followed through with, which blocked him from coming together with Leo. It's an independent comfort of the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. To spark the interest of the devil. It's a small contract of the karmic. King of Cups, the masculine, in hermit mode. They're getting that way. They're getting that way. They're no longer living in the matrix. They're no longer living life on pleasure. What has changed because of this temptation? 2 Wands, a different passive interest when they wish. So they're choosing to wish different. Because this Queen of Pentacles, they don't want it. Queen of Swords. She's not who she said she was. She is a karmic to this person. And it's asking you, are they spirit? We're asking, are they spiritual? You got the Hierophant, the High Priestess here. Yes. That's the feminine and the masculine side of the divine realm. And the Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Seeing clearly what the divine aid is about. You can't get it unless you ask for it. What are they thinking about you right now at this moment? Timeless reading here. Question 10. What are they thinking about when it comes to you at this moment? Well, is what they're thinking about is the past life nostalgia. You've known each other before. They think they've ruined it. You are the lover's connection that they miss. Unemotionally fulfilled. And that's what's making the King of Cups, the Scorpio energy, go to the divine. This is an intuitive tower moment. You had the High Priestess in the tower out earlier. Well, now their higher self has taken them in front of the judgment. And they are going to shockingly change and transition. They're manifesting it at the crossroads because their blessings have been blocked because of this. You are their blessing and you have been blocked. Who is, let's get a whole new bundle. The external energy here in this reading. Who is the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles? It's a soulmate blockage causing the heartbreak with your person. Acknowledging what they don't know. That this Page of Pentacles, it's going to start anyway. It's when it comes back, it's going to start in full force. You won't have to meet each other again. You know each other. Well, it looks like that they're mad about it. I mean, the feminine's up here with the 8 and 7 Pentacles. What's the feminine? Because of the soulmate separation. 2 Cups. It made her more abundant. It made her more abundant. The soulmate separated, so she went towards her legacy. What's breaking this Masculine's heart? Why he's so heartbroken? Because he has to spark the interest. Sparking the interest of the challenge, unemotionally fulfilled with the Queen of Cups, shockingly ending the cycle to be able to level with where they're going to be free. This masculine to be free from this sexually oriented throne, controlling one's emotions and looking for what's been hidden in the new perspective, a different path of interest after reflecting on this Queen of Wands and the Strength card. That's reflecting on the strength of the divine feminine in this reading and wanting to come back together with her. They're telling this other woman, you ain't shit. You're not nothing compared to her. Just saying. I love you guys. Ciao.